This is Good Morning Jacksonville.
And we are following breaking news for you right now as a statewide search is on for a 12-year-old girl from Jacksonville. Police say Magali Lucas may be with 24-year-old Omar Lopez. JSO says that man called the child's father Monday. He said they were in love and they were leaving town. So if you've seen them or you know where they are, you need to call Crime Stoppers right now.
And we continue to follow some breaking news from the city's north side this morning. A 2-year-old boy is in life-threatening condition after being shot.
Just 2 years old. It all happened in the North Shore area of Jacksonville, very near the Trout River. First Coast News' Lindsay Boach is live there now with an update for us this morning on what happened. Hey, Lindsay.
Hey, good morning, Keitha and Lewis. A very sad story. JSO has cleared out of this area. The investigation, however, does continue into what exactly happened. They're saying that it is most likely accidental. There was a child home at the time and a parent home, and that's it, just the two of them. So trying to figure out exactly how this child got its hands on the gun or what led up to this shooting here. So here's what we know. A 2-year-old boy in life-threatening condition undergoing surgery overnight to try and save this child's life. JSO has a strong message for you if you own a gun.
If you own a gun, if you are possessing of a gun, make sure that gun is safe and stored and secured, and that you operate that firearm with safety and care and concern for that gun.
So this investigation does continue. DCF investigating as well as JSO. If we have any updates for you this morning, we will be sure to pass them on. Reporting live from the north side this morning, Lindsay Boach, First Coast News, on your side.
Thanks for that, Lindsay. And also at 5, more than a dozen dogs are now being treated here in Jacksonville after being dumped right outside of an animal control. This is out in Baker County. They're in need of a home. How you can help them have a second chance. That's coming up in a live report just ahead right here on Good Morning Jacksonville. And developing out at Jacksonville Beach, a new hotel could be going up at the corner of Beach Boulevard and 3rd Street, and it would open in August of 2020. The project still needs final approval. That'll happen at a meeting on May 21st.
Keitha, thank you so much. Today, the adventures of Lewis and Clark continue. We are getting on the water all month long, every Tuesday here on GMJ. Hope you join us. We're getting you on the water, whether you got $1 million in the bank or nothing at all and you don't have a boat, that's cool. You can still enjoy the St. Johns River and its surrounding waterways. We begin with the Kraken Cycle boat. We're going to take a look at that coming up in just about 15 minutes. Hope you'll join us for that. But in the meantime, gorgeous weather to get on the water. I think Mike Prangley would agree. Let's check in with our storm expert.
We've got a great day. Yeah, we got Lewis and Clark, and we've got one of the nicest starts to May in recorded history. That's my story. Last year we were a little too hot. We were sizzling. We had a heat index near 100 degrees. Folks are wondering where spring went. This year we've got a beautiful spring morning, 50 for Jacksonville, 50 in beautiful Brunswick. Fog not a huge issue, so we've got good visibility. Couple spots to watch though along I-95 up into Glenn County. We take a look at our fog futurecast, and we're going to keep it mainly clear this morning. The atmosphere is so dry, I'm not expecting any fog advisories or big issues, so it's green light go this morning with that sunrise at 6:43. We start in the 50s, and then we'll say happy May Day at 80. You haven't seen anything yet. We'll get to that. But first, Katie Jeffries and the VyStar Credit Union Traffic Center.
Thank you so much, Mike. So your time is 5:03 out there this morning. We're starting with a look here towards your traffic map. So let's talk about what's going on out there at the moment. If you are traveling along 95 northbound, maybe through the south side of town, about 12 minutes from 295 towards the downtown area. Do look out for some construction here along 95 northbound near Dunn Avenue. That left lane there is blocked, and also some construction along 295 northbound near Gate Parkway. That right lane there is blocked. But overall, I'm not seeing any crashes that are causing any big problems. If anything does pop up, though, I'll be the first to let you know. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Katie. Well, out in Baker County, 15 dogs are found abandoned in crates with no food, no water, but now they're getting a second chance.
They're Australian Shepherds, and you could be their saving grace. Being treated right now at the St. Francis Animal Hospital in Jacksonville, and that is where our Camerel Eppinger is live right now this morning with more on how you can help. Good morning, Camerel.
Lou, good morning. Well, you can almost call it a dog lover's nightmare. As you mentioned, 15 dogs were just left abandoned outside the Baker County Animal Shelter. Now, I want to go ahead and show you some video you can see for yourself. I mean, these dogs were just packed into 2 crates like sardines, and this all happened over the weekend. so it's unsure how long they were left abandoned without food and water. Thankfully, though, somebody saw the animals and they notified animal officials, and that's when they were transported here to St. Francis Animal Hospital here in Duval County, where they are now receiving treatment, and they're also looking and hoping for a loving home.
The crates were really nasty. The dogs themselves had some bathroom in the crate, did not appear to have been stranded there for over 24 hours. They were not dehydrated when we got back to the boarding facility.
Now, officials believe the dogs were part of a backyard breeding, and the Baker County Sheriff's Office has launched an investigation to try and find out who left these dogs behind. Meanwhile, if you'd like to adopt the dogs, you can visit our website at firstcoastnews.com. For now, reporting live in Duval County, I'm Cameron Leppinger, First Coast News, on your side.
Thanks for that, Cam. It's now 6 minutes past the hour. The questions Robert Mueller has for President Trump are now online for the world to see. The New York Times obtained a list of 4 dozen questions given to President Trump's lawyer. They range from why he fired FBI Director James Comey to questions about his campaign's contacts with Russians. Investigators want to know if the president's actions constitute obstruction of justice. Well, the White House is delaying its decision to impose tariff on steel and aluminum. This comes after allies around the world warn the tariff hike could ignite a trade war and raise the price on things like cars and beer. The president will decide on June 1st. Also happening June 1st, millions of people will have to dish out much more money when traveling to national parks. Yeah, sorry folks, visitors will either pay $3, $5, or $10 more at parks that already charge an entrance fee. Some parks that include an entrance fee right now are Grand Canyon, Yosemite, and Yellowstone. And take a look at this, a giant alligator about the length of a small car. My word, it was captured at a Whataburger in Texas. The gator is a whopping 11 feet 6 inches long. It was spotted near the fast food restaurant after it tried to cross the road. It was clipped by an 18-wheeler though. Oh no. That not only shut down traffic, but as you can imagine, it created quite the spectacle. The gator though, we do have to let you know, is okay. It's being relocated to a farm.
To a
farm?
farm?
I just felt sorry for that gator for a quick second.
I felt sorry for but I just need to know, is the truck okay?
Forget that.
If the
Everyone's
truck
all right,
hits something that
okay.
big, it's going to go flying around. The gator's going to be fine. I think it's a prehistoric beast. I'm telling you, they got them everywhere. All right, Keitha, thank you so much. It's 5:07. Hey, Brooks.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Well, it's a tweet that has gone viral. Coming up, why people are outraged about what this team wore to their senior prom. The Buzz coming up in just 2 minutes.
Yes, thank you. Thanks, Michael. This is what we got to look forward to on this Tuesday. A gorgeous sunrise. More postcard pick weather and your beach forecast coming up.
And we got to get you out the door, so we're going to take a look towards Clay County. Some of the routes around your military bases, how that traffic's looking is coming up. This guy has on taco socks.
All right, Mike, you might as well.
Taco Tuesday. Get
Taco
that zoom
Tuesday,
in.
there it is. So you see we got extra lettuce, tomatoes on there. No jalapenos. Those are a little too much for me.
Where do you find these?
My wife helps me. Funky socks. So yeah, she looks around, she'll go shopping and then bring home all these socks. So thank you to Julie.
Very nice. Well, very nice.
And as far as the weather goes today, hey, we got to start with the kids. Had fun at the noon show yesterday. We had the jumbo shrimp game, right? So we verified the beautiful game, and I was with Tiger Academy, and we were talking science in the stands. It was a lot of fun. So a bright future, and yeah, Tigers, you got a bright future along with this bright forecast, that's for sure. Tigers today, leaders tomorrow. And we take a look at a great beach day today. Now, it's still going to be cooler along the coast. That onshore flow, that east-northeast wind continues, so low to mid-70s again. And some folks said it was a little chilly at the beach. So I think one more day of that chillier east-northeast wind, but still I call low to mid-70s bonus for this time of year. In fact, in our daily planner, inland areas, if it's too cold at the beach, we've got a high of 80 and a swimmer's delight. And I say that, Katie, because a lot of the swimming teams had to delay the start of their season because the water's been too cold, but that's no longer the case. jump in the pool, and do you do the belly flops, or do you like doing cannonballs?
I'm more of a cannonball person.
Okay.
Myself.
I like belly flops.
Belly flops, see, they knock the air out of me. I'm not a belly flop person. Let's take a look here towards your traffic maps. Belly flops are neither here nor there, getting you out the door. 295, the loop there actually looks pretty good if you're traveling along Blanding or US 17. I'm not seeing any issues there in Clay County, so that is some good news as well if you're headed towards NAS Jacksonville. Over towards the Mayport area, Atlantic looks great from the Hart Bridge over towards A1A. It's about 26 minutes, and A1A is just fine. Moving towards the Georgia area, 95, 17, and even Highway 40 look nice over there as well. So pretty good start to the morning. Right now, no major crashes. If anything comes in, if we have any cars that maybe belly flop, we'll let you know.
Well, you know what? Everybody wants to stand out at their prom. You know, whether you wear a tux with maybe some loud colored shoes or a dress that shows off your heroes or culture, a little creativity can go a long way. But some are saying one high school senior in Utah, they're saying she took it too far. These are pictures of Kezia Daum that went viral after she posted them on Twitter. She's posing in a traditional Chinese dress, and folks are not happy about it because they're saying, hey, she's not Chinese. Now, here's what she tweeted after seeing people were so upset about it. She says, to everyone causing so much negativity, I mean no disrespect to the Chinese culture. I'm simply showing my appreciation to their culture, and I'm not deleting my post. I've done nothing but show my love for the culture. It's a blank dress. We won't use that word, and it's beautiful. Now, here is the buzz. Online, many people of Chinese descent have chimed in saying they don't see a problem. It's just a dress. But we want to know what your thoughts are. Do you find the dress offensive or maybe not? So you can join in the conversation using that hashtag GMJ.
All right, Brooks, thank you. It's 5:13. You've been waiting for months. I know you have, for the adventures of Lewis and Clark, and we're back. I cannot wait to show you what we're going to do. We're going out on the St. Johns River for a party pontoon with a little bit of a twist. You got to do some work, but it's totally worth it aboard the Kraken. Stay right there.
This is Good Morning Jacksonville.
And welcome back. It's now 16 minutes past the hour. We're following some breaking news. A statewide search is on for a 12-year-old girl from Jacksonville. Please take a look at your screen. Police say Magali Lucas, she may be with a 24-year-old man. His name is Omar Lopez. He's on the screen as well. JSO says that Lopez called the child's father Monday, claiming that they were in love and leaving town. If you have seen them, perhaps you know where they are, you're urged to please call Crime Stoppers. That number is 866-845-TIPS.
All right, one of my favorite things in the world, the adventures of Lewis and Clark, back for you this morning. And with the weather heating up, it's getting about the right time. We're focusing entirely on the water around the First Coast. Today, it's all about a way to get all of your friends together. Get every single one of them, get them to party, get them to exercise, get them to see the river downtown Jacksonville. We're gonna have to work on this one too.
We're gonna have to work?
Yeah, we're not just like laying back looking at dolphins on this cruise. We may, but we're gonna you just stretch, hams, glutes, calves, core.
I'm ready.
Oh.
Hi, guys.
Right? What's happening? Hey! We're Lewis and Clark. It's unlike any trip on the river you'll ever take. We're rowdy, Lewis and Clark. A 2-hour voyage for you and up to 16 of your closest friends. I like the posse we've got. I feel like we can depend on them to do most of the work. On the Kraken cycle boat downtown now.
Pedaling as hard as we can. Are you pedaling?
I am pedaling. What do you mean?
We do have engines to compensate for all the slackers that get tired and don't want to paddle.
Okay.
Right? Just so you know.
And I'm tired, so I'm taking a break. Do you feel it in your legs? I'm trying.
It's a party pontoon, specially outfitted with pedals that connect to this wheel in the back. And it is BYOB.
Do you think you're pedaling off the calories you're drinking?
You can tell yourself that.
Professionally, we're just drinking water, right?
Our slogan is pedal, pedal, drink.
You just remind people.
A lot of people like to drink, pedal, then drink.
Which can lend itself to a pretty wild time.
Yeah, it gets pretty wild. We get a lot of twerking.
Twerking zone is on the bow.
And they're starting to get a lot of attention.
They want to be on here.
Yeah.
They want to be on here. Everyone we see on the banks want to be on here. They wave to us. They're all real nice.
You know, everything is being built up, and this is just going to add to the flavor.
You give it a 10?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Lewis, dance.
I am. Down below. Everything below the equator is going crazy. I'm like a duck on the water.
This is a good one.
A little bit of everything on this one. Boat, of course, pedaling, exercise.
Yeah. Music.
Drinks if you choose, twerking.
No.
We didn't, did we?
We did.
We did. Not a person. You don't believe me.
You're the one twerking.
I edited it, so you never know, right? You'll never see it, and I'll never tell. If you want to get on the Kraken cycle boat, it runs with a minimum of 6 people or a maximum of 16. So get 6 people. They'd have a motor on it, so it helps you push along the way. It's not a total struggle. $39 per person on the weekends. And right now on firstcoastnews.com, I've got the whole list of information, exactly how you can book your trip with your friends and get it. Click the link, and you can go to Kraken Cycle Boats. It's a great way to see the River City and have a big party. All right, Mike Prangley, the weather's right for a cycle boat.
Now, weather with your First Coast News storm experts, powered by AC Designs.
All right, loved it. In fact, Lou, I wish I got an invite for that story. So next time maybe I can get on the boat with you.
No.
So hashtag Kraken Cycle. I love it. I love it. So I stopped everything I was doing for that, and for good reason. So hopefully we'll see that again here at 6 o'clock if you missed it. Now, beach and boat forecast. Let's talk about boating. We've got that marine flow continuing today, 76 degrees, but still a kind of a frisky wind. A little frisky like Lou Turner, yeah, east-northeast at 14, and we got some gusts to 20, surf about 2 to 3 feet, high tide at 9:48 a.m. Next 12 hours, here we go. So not only a good day on the water, but on land. We're talking about temperatures of 77 at noon. If you're not on a boat, maybe take a nice walk after your lunch today. And then we take a look at that high temperature of 80 degrees. This is what I call an auspicious start to May. Where's all the big storms? Well, they're out in Tornado Alley where they belong, right? But this isn't going to be able to move our way anytime soon because we've got a big blocking ridge of high pressure over us here in the southeast. At the same time, we're watching a Caribbean Queen low develop as we head into later this week, but that should stay to the east of us as high pressure just stays anchored right over home sweet home. And as we take a look at the week, we'll have a slow warm up, but we still have 90s back in the forecast Saturday. I'll have that run day forecast. And then on Sunday, one more hot day, Katie, before some cooler weather for the Players Week. Can't wait to show you that. How's it looking in the VyStar Credit Union Traffic Center?
Hey, not bad. Still no reports of crashes at the moment. In fact, let's take a look at some of your drive times now for I-10. So traveling from 301 all the way towards downtown, it's only about a 15-minute or so ride. So that's pretty good, 13 to 15 minutes. If you are traveling, let's take a look here around the Jacksonville area. Things actually not too bad. In fact, this is a look, I believe, here towards I-95 and Dunn. That's what I was looking for. And you can see that traffic there is moving. Let's take a look here towards your traffic maps. So if you are traveling maybe around the St. Augustine area, don't forget you still have that construction, that kind of road work happening along Cordova and Kuna Street. And that's going to be happening every day until Thursday between 8 a.m. and 4:30. Those sections of the roadway there will be closed. They're working on a water main, I believe, in that area. So it'll be open to pedestrian traffic, but you just can't drive through there. So you'll be following those detours until Thursday. Back to you.
All right, thanks for that, Katie. 23 minutes past the hour. Are you addicted to your smartphone? Maybe your iPad or laptop? Well, those screens could be causing you to have what's called techno stress, and it's pretty bad for your health. We're going to explain in just 2 minutes. And welcome back. So if you feel like you're attached to your devices like your cell phones, your iPads, your laptop, you are not alone, but it could lead to something called techno stress. Right now we're in the First Coast News newsroom. You normally get a look at things here, but we're taking you really behind the scenes this morning. Take a look at all of these monitors we have in our information center. We also have several screens up, but this is a problem. It could lead to an overload of sorts when it comes to information. That could lead to techno stress, and that's not good for your health. First Coast News' Alex Osiris, he has more.
Almost 3/4 of Americans have a smartphone, but they aren't the only devices responsible for something called techno stress. Hard to escape the pull from the pixels.
I get distracted easily using it.
I spend a lot of time looking at screens, honestly. I mean, I always have my phone on me.
For some, surrounded by devices can be a bit overwhelming. All of these screens could impact your health, and actually what a doctor says about it is that the ages differ when it comes to responding to technology. Dr. Benjamin Clark, psychologist at FSCJ, has studied those effects, noting that in the worst cases, actual physical stress can be observed.
Muscle tension, headaches, increased heart rate, increased blood pressure, trouble sleeping, insomnia. These are all classic symptoms of stress.
Mostly in older adults, he says, as millennials, or those who have grown up around a lot of devices, well, they have a higher threshold for being stressed out. Case in point, these college kids.
I've used technology for so long, I'm pretty accustomed to it, so I don't really stress over it too hard.
It can be addiction, like people that use it all the time.
He says every once in a while it may be worth taking what's called a digital detox.
Being actively engaged in social relationships away from our phones and away from the computer is good for all of us.
Clark also suggests making tech-free zones in your house, like your bedroom or dining room, where you can unplug and go off the grid for a bit. Alex Ositis, First Coast News, on your side.
Going off the grid sounds marvelous. Thank you, Alex. And coming up at 5:30, now that we've talked about taking a break from your screens, let's talk about improving your memory. Our This Is Me series begins in 2 minutes. You don't want to miss this right here on GMJ.
This is Good Morning Jacksonville.
And welcome back. It's now 30 minutes past the hour. We're following some breaking news. A statewide search is now underway. We're asking you to please take a quick look at your screen. You're looking at a 12-year-old girl with a man she may be with. Her name is Magali Lucas, and the guy she's with is 24-year-old Omar Lopez. That's according to police. JSO says that this man called the child's father Monday, claiming that they were in love and leaving town. If you see them, perhaps you know where they are, you're urged to please call police.
All right, more breaking news for you right now. There's been a double shooting on the north side. Happened near Clanzell Brown Park in the Moncrief area. We're hearing reports that the men were shot in their car. So this area has crime. We've looked up the stats on this. On 36th and Moncrief in that area, there have been at least 4 assaults and a burglary and 2 incidents of vandalism in the last week alone. In other breaking news, we're following a 2-year-old little boy shot and is now clinging to life.
Just a really scary situation right now. As you mentioned, just 2 years old. We know the parents were actually present at the time of the shooting. And right now, that child is in life-threatening injuries is what he's dealing with.
See where it happened, very near the Trout River on the north side of town. This is where we'll find Lindsay Boach now, who is live there with the very latest. Lindsay?
Hey, good morning, Lewis and Keitha. And actually the second child shot in just a few days. Police believe this one accidental. They're still investigating to figure out exactly what happened. But this is the home that we're at on 71st Street. And police say that it happened around 7 o'clock last night. A 2-year-old boy was shot and now at the hospital undergoing surgery to try and save his life. They're investigating this whole thing. It appears to be accidental. DCF is involved as well, but JSO is warning parents, warning people, if you have a gun, be responsible and keep it locked up.
We do not want to have children in our community shot by means where a gun is found or they get hold of a gun or whatever the case may be. We want to make sure that no matter what, store your guns, lock your cars at night, take your guns out of your cars, all those things that are safety conscious for us to be here in this community.
And again, JSO telling us this is the second child shot in just a few days. They're asking you again, we've been asking you, do the 9 p.m. routine, not the situation here, but make sure you have your guns locked up and don't leave them in your vehicles either. Reporting live on the north side, Lindsay Boach, First Coast News on your side.
Thank you, Lindsay, and good morning. Well, excited about those low dew points out there. A beautiful day on the way. That's what that means. So with this dry air mass in place, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Gorgeous start. 52 Lake City, 54 Jacksonville. Nice and comfortable. We got 59 in St. Simons. The Golden Isles, they're going to live up to their reputation today with some golden sunshine once again. Temperatures in the mid-70s along the coast to near 80 inland. As far as fog, it's just really too dry to see anything too significant, although there's a little patchy fog in Glenn County right now, down to about a quarter mile of visibility in Brunswick. So what's our friend? Yes, that east wind. It continues east-northeast today, keeping us on the cool side, comfortable side, mid-70s coast, and temperatures in the mid to upper 70s inland to near 80. But then tonight we've got high school playoff baseball. We'll take a look at that forecast and if these clouds mean some big changes. But first, Katie Jeffries in the Five Star Credit Union Traffic Center.
Hey, good morning. So your time is 5:34. Let's take a look here towards the Buckman Bridge. Beautiful start here, and it looks fantastic. I'm not seeing any problems or any slowdowns out there on the Buckman, so that is some good news. Let's take a look here towards traffic maps. So where we were seeing some construction, that construction is cleared here along 95. So if you're traveling from 295 to downtown, it's about a 10-minute ride there from the north side of town. If you're traveling along 295, maybe going from I-95 past Gate Parkway, that construction has been cleared up towards Beach Boulevard. It's only about a 9-minute ride. That congestion there, that bottleneck that occurs near Bay Meadows usually starts to kick in around 7 a.m. So the earlier you get out the door, the better off you will be. I-10, no reports of problems or fog there either. Back to you, Lou.
Katie, thank you. All right, animal lovers, I know you're out there. I want you to listen up for this story because there's a way you can help out. A local animal hospital now looking for new homes for more than a dozen of these dogs you see right here. They were dumped and abandoned outside of an animal control center, but it happened in Baker County. Then they were brought back to Jacksonville for treatment, and well, now they're going to need your help. First Coast News' Cameron Leppinger is live with more details on this whole situation. Hello, Cam.
Good morning, Lou. Well, definitely a sad sight to hear and think about. I want to go ahead and show you some video right now where you can see those dogs. There are about 15 of them packed inside 2 crates, just like sardines. They were left scared and terrified. Now, this all happened over the weekend at the Baker County Animal Shelter, and they were just left abandoned. No one with no food or water. Now, it's unclear how long they were left out there, being that the animal shelter is closed on the weekend. Luckily, somebody saw them and alerted an animal official, and that's when they were brought here to the St. Francis Animal Hospital, where they're receiving treatment and care. Take a listen.
The crates were really nasty. The dogs themselves had had some bathroom in the crate, did not appear to have been stranded there for over 24 hours. They were not dehydrated when we got back to the boarding facility.
It was believed that the dogs were all part of a backyard breeding, and now the sheriff's office in Baker's County is now launching an investigation to try and find out who left these dogs behind. But again, there is some good news. They are receiving treatment. And coming up at 6 o'clock, we're actually going to be hearing from nurses here just to get an update on how the dogs are doing. In the meantime, if you'd like to help find a forever home for these loving pets, you can visit our website at firstcoastnews.com. For now, reporting live, I'm Cameron Leppinger, First Coast News, on your side.
This is me. This is me. This is me. This is me. This is me.
Throughout the month of May, we're sending a clear message of empowerment and strength within to women from and to across the First Coast with our new series called This Is Me. And this week, we're focusing on taking care of our mental health. Tracy Alloway is a mother of 2, an author, psychologist, and an all-around adventure seeker, as you can see here. Today, she'll teach you how to improve your working memory by being proprioceptively dynamic. So what is that? Take a look.
First part, proprioception. You're aware of your body's position in space. So I'm aware that my feet are here, my hands are here, and so on.
Wow. What can people do to try to help to improve their memory?
You need the dynamic piece. So you need to actually be able to have that kind of movement. And that movement is really what gets your brain working.
Right.
And gets it active. And in particular, you're using a part of the brain known as your working memory. Because your working memory is thinking about all these different movements that you have to process and piece together. The other thing that you could do is if you take your kids to the playground, don't just sit on the bench with your phone, join them on the monkey bars, you know, join them on the swings, do something that is causing you to move and be active. Just like you.
That's a great point.
So you really need to think about an exercise that causes you to put multiple pieces together so that you can actually be active. you can do a split and smile like it doesn't hurt.
Pretend it doesn't hurt. This hurts, folks. Trust me, it does.
No, it's great fun, and it's a great way to actually train your memory in your brain while you're at it too.
All right, if you're interested in trying that out, that's Saltaire out in the beaches area. Again, the key to training your brain and improving your working memory while working out is to do exercises that work several parts of your body all at once. Now, Alloway also suggests running barefoot. Yes, barefoot, no shoes on. You see, your brain is focusing attention on what you're putting your feet on, and it's causing you to pay more attention. She found that people's working memory improved by more than 20% compared to when they run with shoes on.
It's next level, barefoot running. Okay, Keitha, thank you so much. Your time right now is 5:39. Sometimes office chatter can come back to bite you. Sometimes, most of the time, probably. Here are the harsh words White House staffers claim the chief of staff said about the President of the United States.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Happy National Chocolate Parfait Day.
Ooh,
in French.
that's a good day.
In French, parfait means perfect.
Oh, so perfect chocolate day.
Yeah, just like our weather.
That's my day.
Chocolate, sunshine. Let's get to it. And, you know, let's go over some May weather facts. This may surprise you. Remember last May Day? We were all saying May Day. It's too hot. A high of 94, a heat index near 100. Now, as we go through May, we average about 7 days on average at 90 degrees or above officially at Jacksonville International Airport, so inland areas. Last year, we had 13. We about doubled our normal 90-degree days. This year, a different weather pattern altogether. In fact, we've got a refreshing start this morning with some 50s. The sunrise enjoyed 643. Shorts weather at recess, 77. None of that bad humidity that we had last year. Nothing too tough to take out there. And then pool temperatures now up to 76. So for the after-school swim practices that are now on, a temperature of 81. But we do see some big changes for the weekend. And in terms of those temperatures, they're going to start to creep up toward that 90-degree mark. We'll take a close look at that in the Donna Players 5K coming up.
The heat is on the way. Have no doubt in that. All right, let's take a look here towards the Dames Point Bridge. You can see traffic out there moving along without any problems. No construction, no issues to talk about for the Dames Point Bridge. If you are traveling maybe through the west side of town along either Roosevelt or Blanding, little intermittent spots where people are hitting some of those traffic lights, but no reported crashes, anything like that. Your routes in from the beach look good. Atlantic Beach, JTB are all moving up to speed. And your routes in from, say, Brunswick up in Georgia, whether it be 95, 17, even those of you that take 301, no reports of any issues or slowdowns there. So pretty good start.
Parfait.
Guys, thank you so much. It's 5:43. Let's talk about your national headlines right now. So White House Chief of Staff John Kelly is accused of calling President Trump an idiot multiple times during discussions with other staffers. NBC News conducted interviews with 8 current and former White House aides who revealed their frustration with Kelly. They say he credits himself with curbing the erratic instincts of President Trump. These are quotes. Kelly also allegedly said the president has little grasp of policy issues. This is the chief of staff, John Kelly, who allegedly said this. Now, he says the whole report is total BS. He added he is committed to the president of the United States. In Utah now, outrage growing after images surfaced of a filthy VA clinic. They show an overflowing trash can, medical debris strewn across the countertops, a dirty sink. My God, look at that. The veteran who posted the now viral photos survived 2 tours in Iraq. He calls this unprofessional, unsanitary, and frankly disrespectful. This morning, the clinic is promising to investigate, but they say the room's previous patient probably got a cast, which caused that mess there. After a nationwide call for new flavors, I mean, we've all been demanding it, right? Oreo has announced that there will be 3 hitting the market, and then you're going to have to vote. Cherry Cola, Kettle Corn, and Pina Colada flavored Oreos. The company narrowed it down based on taste, creativity, originality, and Oreo now wants you to pick the favorite that will stay forever. You have until June 30th. We've posted a link on firstcoastnews.com. Hit me with the Colada. The creator of the winning flavor gets $500K too, which pales in comparison to how much money Oreo and Nabisco is going to make when they sell all those things, but whatever, you know.
Seriously. But we spoke about it earlier. All the way, Pina Colada, that's what we're going for. It sounds like the best one. Yeah. All right, let's check it now with Brooks with the Buzz.
All right, guys, I have a story for you that is sure to make you laugh. I'm standing here close by the plate. Okay, maybe the wrong way. So there was a little kid that was told to run as fast as he can. What he decided to do, the Buzz, when we return.
Welcome back. It's 48 minutes past the hour. We want to get back into some breaking news we're following at this hour. There is now a statewide search for a 12-year-old girl. She is from Jacksonville. She's now missing. Police say Magali Lucas may be with a 24-year-old man. His name is Omar Lopez. There's a picture of both of them for you right now on your screen. JSO says that man called the child's father Monday, claiming that the two were in love and they're leaving town. If you have seen them, perhaps you know where they are, you're urged to please call Crime Stoppers. That number is 866-845-TIPS.
And this is more breaking news for you right now. We're just hearing of a double shooting on the north side of town near Clenzel Brown Park in the Moncrief side of town. We're hearing reports that the men were shot in their car. We haven't got the briefing from JSO yet. We're waiting on that. Now, as far as crime statistics in the area, we looked this up on 36th and Moncrief, where this happened, and found there have been at least 4 assaults, a burglary, and 2 incidents of vandalism in the last week.
Yes. All right, so trending online this morning, many of you have probably seen this video. And let's just say the kid, he may or may not have a future in baseball, but perhaps he'll have a future in comedy. This is absolutely hilarious. He's a 3-year-old and was simply playing a baseball game when his coach told him, hey, run home as fast as you can. Now, he was on third base, and his apparent little kid wanted to have a little fun with the coach's request. As you can see, he eventually makes it there. It took him about a minute to get to the plate, and as you saw maybe a little earlier in the clip, how he was like, hey, dude, get off. Yeah, I've got this. Yeah. He had his own plans for how he wanted to get there. Such a funny video. A lot of people talking online saying that this dude must be a comedian. He's going to be one.
He's a ham. There's no question about that.
Absolutely. He did that on purpose.
And you're 3, but how do you think of something like that? Like, I think we all probably were funny to some extent, but maybe not like
some
that.
more
like
than
that,
others.
You have to laugh at something like that.
It's innate for some kids. You know?
He's going in slow motion.
Now look, this video had over 5 million views within just 48 hours, and it
course.
is still growing like crazy, something that everybody is still talking about. So it doesn't surprise me if it'll still be on that hot trending list even later on this week.
It's so funny because this is so relatable if you're a T-ball family or a baseball family. The kids, when they're just learning, they go from home to first base and like scatterbrain and going. But if you tell them it's time to go get snack or a juice box, boom,
they know where to go.
Oh, it's fast. It's on a straight line. You know they're fast. All right, let's get over to Mike Prangley here. We'll look at your forecast. Hey, Mike.
Now, weather with your First Coast News storm experts, powered by AC Designs.
All right, on National Chocolate Parfait Day, we've got to have some parfait weather. That's right, perfecto. 10 for your runner index. Delightful dew points continue. Get ready for a sunrise run. Oh boy, thank you, Michael, for sending that in. And we're talking about temperatures starting 50s inland, low 60s at the beach. Here's the nice dry air mass over the area. So the fog, not a huge issue. And then our weather in an emoji. Say that 10 times. Weather in an emoji. We've got the smiling faces, and look at these dew points. They remain in the middle to upper 50s throughout the day, so that gives me high confidence that fog will not be an issue this morning. Just a couple spots, seeing a little thicker fog along I-95 in Glenn County. It's all about high pressure and sunshine. Fresh northeast breeze blows in today, but notice the winds do turn more to the south and southeast by late week. That's when we'll start to feel the heat. But for the players, Donna, 5K does look like it'll be nice and comfortable before the sizzle hits on Saturday. Plenty of sunshine, 72 degrees. Great venue, great weather, great cause. Get out there, make a difference. And as we look at the next 12 hours, a great day to make a difference today with a high of 80. Now on that 10-day forecast, let's talk about the players. We know we're going to peak out this week at 90 on Saturday, 88 Sunday, but next week we do have some fresh breezes blowing back in, so heat will not be an issue, Katie. Heading out there to enjoy Tiger Woods or Phil Mickelson.
That's nice, because usually it is really hot each year. All right, so your time is 5:52 out there this morning. Taking a look here at some of your drive times for 295 southbound, going across the Buckman Bridge there towards 95, about a 10-minute drive. Then if you continued on 295, it'd be about 8 minutes before you get to the Beach Boulevard exit. So pretty good there. Let's take a live look here towards 295 in Blaney, and you can see traffic is moving along without any big issues. Now let's take a look here towards your traffic maps. Overall, still no reports of any serious crashes this morning. I-10 looks great from Lake City all the way towards the Jacksonville area. Even I-95 from St. Johns County towards Jacksonville looks good. So does US 1. So no matter which one you want to use, you've got no problems there. Coming into downtown, all of your bridges are currently open. So you can take the Fuller Warren, the Main, the Acosta, the Hart, the Matthews. They all are open and look nice at the moment. Back to you.
All right, so far so good. 53 minutes past the hour, and next week the Players Championship is back at TPC Sawgrass, and Tiger Woods, yes, Tiger Woods is returning. We're going to take a look at his iconic moments on that course next, right here on Good Morning Jacksonville.
From the Farrah and Farrah Sports Desk, it's First Coast Sports.
Good Tuesday morning. The best and deepest field in golf will be on our First Coast next week for the event known as golf's fifth major, the Players Championship. Last Thursday, golf fans here on our First Coast, including myself, got all fired up after Tiger Woods announced he's committed to playing in the tournament. Tiger, as you know, is a two-time Players Champion, and this morning we're taking a look back at one of Tiger's most memorable Players moments.
Johnny, I have seen a number of players putt from the back part of this green, and the results have not been good.
We take you back to the third round of the Players in 2001 with Tiger Woods on the 17th green.
Johnny, that's better than most. How about him? That is better than most. Better than most.
That roar from the crowd is one of the loudest moments ever on the stadium course. The next day, Tiger captured his first of two Players Championships. And the events at the Players Championship gets underway Tuesday, May 8th, with the opening round of the tournament teeing off bright and early Thursday morning. And the First Coast Sports team will have complete coverage on air and online starting next Tuesday. The NFL Network kicked off its countdown to the top 100 players heading into the 2018 season, and Jacksonville Jaguars defensive end Yannick Ngakoue won't enter this season unknown. Ngakoue's in at number 88. The Pro Bowler had 12 sacks for the Big Cats in 2017. Hashtag Team Sideline. High school football athletes trying to get better every day, and Coach Ronnie Mason is helping a lot of those guys out. The fellas getting in some work at the Jack Sportsplex this past weekend. Thanks, Coach Mason, for always posting your photos and videos on Instagram and Twitter using the hashtag Team Sideline. That's all the time I have this morning. Roll out of bed and have a terrific Tuesday.
Chris, we are rolling. Thank you, sir. It's 5:58 coming up on Good Morning Jacksonville at 6. The Budweiser Clydesdale's back. We'll show you. Stay there.